Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, dear.
Vrindavan Yatra.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Hare
We are
Krishna.
waiting,
Padma Sakhi
Mataji's beautiful explanation. So nicely she takes us all over Vrindavan.
Hare
You can
Krishna.
see the
Padma
back.
Sakhi Mataji, Dandam Pranam,
Hari
all
Bol.
Gurudev, Gurudev.
Vrindavan Dham ki jai ho.
मैं Oct परिक्रमा नहीं करी.
Mataji, just please give few minutes. I'm just figuring out what happened.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice to see you, Mataji, after a long time.
Yes, 2 days we had a break, Mataji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for staying back and encouraging me. So today we will go day 5 and day 6. Parikrama, we missed the last 2 days. We will try to see that, and we'll seek blessings of Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, Shri Krishna Balaram, Gaur Nitai, Tulsi Maharani, Srila Prabhupada, and all the Guru Vargas to help us in our parikrama. We will start. So we are going to Tal 1 today, and you're seeing the Tal tree right there. The one that you're seeing is Tal tree. And actually, I was thinking, before even we go, as we know, there are 12 forests of Vrindavan, and within Vrindavan there are some small sub forests. So this year I was thinking, why not we see those small forests. So today we will go to some place called as Atal 1. We will see that, and then we'll go to Tal 1 with all your permission, if you're okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Mataji, please go ahead.
So within Vrindavan, we know Vrindavan is also one of the forests, right? So we have seen Vrindavan, and from there we came to Madhuvan. So we are going to Thalvan, but in Vrindavan there are subdivisions. So this is called Atal 1. If you see her, it's not, it's a she. She's Radharani, and here see there are hoods. So Balaramji. So what happened was, one day Krishna wanted to meet with Radharani. But what happened, Radharani was about to come, and she comes to know that Balaramji is not there in that group yet. So Krishna and the cowherd boys are there, but she came to know Balaramji was not there. So what she did, she wanted to do a trick to Krishna. She dressed herself as Balaramji, and she will come. And Krishna, as soon as he sees Balaramji, Balaramji, but who is Radharani, he will say, "Oh, Bhaiya, where are you? Till now I have been waiting for you." Do you see that pic? I don't see any picture. Did the picture change?
No, Mataji, that's what I was wondering. We could not see the picture.
What happened?
The first slide. You have to stop sharing.
Yeah, let me share again.
Now we can see that.
Now you can see, right? Yeah, sorry. So this is that DT. Radharani is there, but if you see on the top, there are hoods. So what happened? Krishna says, "Okay, Bhaiya, where are you? I am waiting for you. You didn't come yet." Then meanwhile, as they were talking, Krishna will realize that it was Radharani. So he will just say, "Oh, now if Radharani comes, we cannot talk, you just be here." Then Radharani, who is like Balaram, she will start leaving the place, and then she'll say, no, I will leave now. I have to go. Then Krishna will say, "Where will you go now? Don't go. I know it is you, Radharani. You're not Balaramji. So hereafter you will stay here as Gore Dauji." So, and Radharani said, if how can I stay alone? I cannot stay alone without you. So you also have to stay with me permanently. And it is said that Krishna is also staying here permanently. From that time, it is called as Atal 1. And on the BTC, these are the hoods like Balaramji, but the face is like Radharani. That's about that sub forest in Vrindavan. And now we will go to Tal 1. Why is the slide is not changing and not? Oh, Krishna. Mataji, just give me a minute. I'm trying to change the slides, but it is not changing.
Mood. We can see now. Day 5.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I think I pulled it out from the device. I'm so sorry. So this is day 5, and this is the route map. Talwan is a very small forest. We'll see Sankarshan-Kund and Rayati Balram temple. So this is the way we are coming. Krishna, come here. So the forest of Talwan is about 6 miles from Mathura and 2.5 miles from Madhuvan. So we all know the pastime of Talwan means we remember Dhenukasura being killed here. So, and it is in between Mathura and Govardhan. We'll be going to Govardhan very soon in a day. And then this is a full view. Actually, in Sri Harivamsa, it is said the land here is very, very smooth and the earth is black, densely covered with garba grass and devoid of stones and pebbles. No stones and pebbles. That's why it's very smooth and soft. And as we are entering, we will see lots of, every year I will mention this because I like this part. As we are walking, and as I said, this is the path which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has to. So as we are walking, we'll see people trees and sesame trees. And His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhuji explains, the Goswamis explain Radharani's nose is just like sesame flower. And especially when it droops, when it is drooping down, the sesame flower, this is sesame flower, which exactly represents the nose of Radharani. And like in Kartik month, we can see a lot of these flowers as we are walking, people trees and sesame plants. And the specialty of people tree and banyan trees, they always give oxygen, no carbon dioxide. They're always giving oxygen. And then we know the past time what has happened in Talavan.
Krishna was massaging Balram's feet.
Yes. So Dhenukasura is guarding the Tal forest, and upon the request of the cowherd boys, Krishna and Balaram, both of them will go to get the Tal fruits. And then there was a big fight with Dhenukasura. And after killing Dhenukasura's entire family, they all the Dhenukasura's family, they all have come, and there was a big fight. And it was said that when they were whirling, Krishna and Balaram were whirling Dhenukasura and his family members, and when they're throwing, all the tal trees are falling down, and they're all in different colors, and every like all of them were falling on the tal trees. And when we look, because of the different colors, it was looking like a rainbow. And this is the tal fruit.
Yeah, we ate it.
Yes,
we ate it one time.
Okay. So these
in India, you have it.
This is the fruit when it is not ripened. I don't know. This is my favorite fruit.
Yeah, I used to.
So a lot of water is there when it is not very ripened, but when it is ripened, we'll see a video of how they're making tal juice at Talvan temple. And when it is ripened, it looks very yellowish like mango.
Yeah.
So now we might get a doubt like why Balaram was called, not Krishna. When there was a trouble, why did they call Rama? Because past time goes like this. Dhenukasura in the past life his name was Sahasik. He was the son of Bali Maharaj. And what happened? He goes to Nanda and Kanan mountains, and he will bring Tilottama from there. And that mountain actually belongs to demigods. He'll go bring, and then he was having nice pastimes with her, and he was making a lot of noise because of that. Lot of enjoyment, so much noise, and Durvasa Muni was doing his austerity, like performing his tapasya there, and he gets so irritated, and he says, because you're behaving like an ass, no manners, so you become like an ass in the next life. And when he asks for forgiveness, Durvasa Muni actually says, Balaram ji will come and liberate you after 4 lakh years. And it's also said that because Narsimhadev promised to Prahalad Maharaj, whoever is coming in his lineage is not going to kill anybody. The last one would be Hiranyakashipu. So Krishna didn't kill Dhenukasura because he was Sahasik, related to Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj comes in the lineage of Prahalad Maharaj. That's why. And then we'll have beautiful Balabhadra Kund. These are all water hyacinth plants.
Yeah, we went there.
These are water hyacinth. Balabhadra Kund. After
Balaram's
killing
water.
Dhenukasura, it is said that Balaramji and Krishna came to this kund and they took some rest
Bath.
and then they washed their hands and face. And then here we'll have Balaramji temple. So there's Krishna, Balaram, and Revati. We know Revati is the consort of Balaram. She was a daughter of King Raivat, and Raivat was looking for a proper marriage alliance for his daughter when she was of marriageable age, and he couldn't find anybody. So he'll go to Brahma for a suggestion. And we know there's a lot of time difference between demigods. Like when Brahma kidnapped the cowherd boys, it was 1 minute for him, but for us it was 1 year because of the time lapse. When King Raivat takes Revati, they were waiting for Brahma, and Brahma was in some meeting, and it was Satya Yuga. And by the time Brahma comes out, already Dwapar Yuga has come. And then Brahma suggests, like, go and get her married to Balaramji. He has already appeared on the Earth planet. And but there was a height difference. In Satya Yuga, the people were very long. Even if you see 500 years back, description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they say like they're very tall and their hands were almost touching their knees, all the way till their knees. So Revati was also very tall, and Balaramji with his flow just brings her down. So she's eternal concept of Balaram, and her deities are, there's a small temple here near Balabhadra Kund. This is a temple. But this is Balaramji's feet.
Krishna's feet.
No, not Krishna. And these are those two small tal trees near coming now. Like this is
The baby.
recent pictures, so they're growing now. Tal trees. And then here near Talavan, there are two small villages. Not many know of them, but very small, called as Dantiha or Dantia, or like the second
Gaura.
village is Gorai or Gaura. So what happened? Krishna left Vrindavan, and it was a deep emotion to all the Vrajavasis. They are missing Krishna a lot. They come to know that Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra. They all will grow with an intention to bring him back. We all know that. Most of us know that pastime. So when they all went, they all will say, Nanda Maharaj, because you are the father of Krishna, he will not say no to you. So he will not say no to you. So you please go and request Krishna to come back. So what will happen? Nanda Maharaj, he will go. He wanted to ask Krishna to come back. And when he goes and talks to Krishna, Krishna, rather than saying he's coming, he still gives a promise, again promise, saying, Baba, I will come, I will come. He didn't come, but he just gave a promise. So now he was feeling so sad. Now all the Vrajavasis will ask me, what did Krishna say? What should I do now? He's feeling very sad, and he says, I cannot show my face. Now when they ask, they're going to feel very sad that Nanda Baba is coming back again with a promise. So what will happen? He will stay back in this village called Gorai or Kaurav. He stays in that village for a couple of days because he didn't want to show his face, and then only he will go. Like Gorai or Gaurav is like prestige, right? Keeping in like protecting the fame and that kind of prestige. So he stayed back here, and because he cannot show his face, and after a few days only he will go to Vrindavan. And the other village is called as Dhatia. So Dantavakra, he was very, very angry on Krishna because he killed Sishupal, he killed Salva, and Dantavakra has a crooked teeth. So he was the Dantavakra, the teeth are in Vakra, like Trivakra, Kubja, very ugly looking teeth. And he has been killed here. So it's called as Datiha, Dantiya Gram. So what happened? Then he goes to Mathura to see if Krishna is there. But Krishna was not there. He's in first he goes to Dwaraka, thinking like he has to take a revenge on Krishna, and he comes to know that he's not there. So then he goes to Mathura, thinking Krishna is there, and he will actually try to destroy Vrajavasis also when he comes to Mathura. And we know Krishna never lets any harm to happen to Vrajavasis. So in fact, Krishna actually comes to Vrindavan after he left Akrura to Kim. He comes because he wanted to protect the Vrajavasis, and there was a big fight, and Dantavakra was killed. And then all the Vrajavasis will come. It's a very deep, deep pastime, which His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu explained. Very emotional. they all will come and say, now, Krishna, please don't leave us. You stay back. Please take us to a place where no Akrura comes. Please take us to a place like where you don't have to go anywhere. Please take us to a place that where no demon comes, no Kamsa comes. Please, please. And they were all crying and they were feeling very emotional, very sad. So what will Krishna do? Krishna will expand into two. One is Dwarkadish Krishna and the other one is the Goloka Krishna. So he will take all of them in a chariot, the Goloka Krishna, and goes back to Goloka, where there's like, he can stay with them eternally. And the other Krishna, Dwarkadish Krishna, he will go back to Dwaraka. This is a very deep pastime that happened in this small village near Talavan called Datiha. And then we'll come to the smallest, like Talavan, Kumudavan, they're together. Like we come to the smallest forest of whole 12 forest, that is Kumudavan. It's just 1 kilometer, the whole village. So Kumudavan has night blooming lotuses. Like it is said, like His Holiness in, we'll search for the pictures. This is Kumudavan. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came here. That's where there is Chaitanya Baitak is there, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feet is there.
His feet.
Wait. And Shiva, Shivalingas and Shiva are there everywhere in Vrindavan. And actually Narayan Bhatta Goswami in his Bhakti Vilas states that Vrindavan is of the 12 forests, Vrindavan is the head of Krishna. Bahulavan and Mahavan are the arms of Krishna. And Kumudavan is the chest, like Kumudavan Talavan is chest of Krishna. Nandagram is the fingers of Krishna. Bandirvan is his feet. And the presiding deity of Talavan is Keshava. And now it is called as Kudaravan. Kumudavan is called as Kudaravan, and it's famous for night blooming lotus. And moon is also called as Kumudi. And lotus is called as Kumuda. So moon is called Kumuda Bandhu. She's the friend of the lotus flowers. And when the sunlight comes, the flower closes. So there are many night blooming lotuses here. And in fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about Kumudavan in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's mentioned Krishna is as pleasing to Vrajavasis as the moon is to Kumuda lotus, and the devotional service to Krishna is as pleasing as the jubilant forest of Kumudavan and Kumuda lotuses, which is dripping honey. And the gopis also ask Uddhav, to Krishna remember our pastimes in Kumudavan. It is also called as Viharvan. Krishna used to have nice pastimes like Vihar is like basically like picnic, spending time. So Krishna used to have nice time here with the gopis. So they all were asking, do Krishna remember the pastimes with us? Then this is also called, here there is the Kund that you're seeing is called Kumuda Kund, Padma Kund, Vihar Kund. So different names. So this is the Kund there. And here, opposite to the Kumuda Kund, we will see Kapila Muni's small 8 by 8 feet temple. Kapila, because Kapila Dev did his austerities here, and that's where there's a temple dedicated. And it is said that if anybody takes bath in this Padma Kund, they will acquire all the knowledge of Vedic literature, because Kapila Muni has did his tapasya here. We'll see the video.
Who's that little one?
Dina Krishna, Dina Krishna.
Who's the little one?
I'll tell you. These are small pictures.
Cow.
Yeah, small pictures of Vrindavan during this Kartik month.
Cow.
The cows are cold, peacocks. And then from there, we will go to Santanu Kund. Santanu Maharaj is the father of Bhishma Pitamaha, the husband of Ganga. Very nice, beautiful view, because the temple is in the center and it is surrounded by Kund. So Shantanu Maharaj came here and did tapasya. He was wanting a son, so he did austerities here at this Shantanu Kund. First, we'll see pictures. So this is the
This he did tapasya.
yeah. This is the temple. This is how you walk. And wait, Krishna, be quiet.
Monkey.
And this is the Kadamba tree near Shantanu Kund.
Monkey.
Yeah, monkey. Like you, monkey baby. And then this is Shantanu Bihari. So what happened? Shantanu Bihari's deity is very, very old. And just now we were discussing Shantanu Maharaj did tapasya for a great son. And he comes and takes bath in this kund. And Krishna appeared in front of Shantanu Maharaj. And Shantanu Maharaj was very, very happy. He wanted to offer something because Krishna appeared and he didn't have anything. And he offered something called as Sattu. In Tamil also they say Sattu Mav. Like Sattu Mav means like with all cereals and pulses, they grind and make a flour and then they eat it saying it's healthy. So he will offer that kind of flour to Krishna here. So that's why this village is now called Satoha, which comes the word called Sattu. So this is the full deity. Santanu Bihari and Radharani is there. So the Maharaj who lives there, he says in the month of Jeshta, June, Suryadev actually worships Santanu Bihari here. The first rays of sun touches him. That's his offering. That touches the feet of Lord Krishna. And he says that even Ganga Mata sometimes comes here to see her son. But don't ask me if Bhishma Devi is here. I'm just telling what the Maharaj saying there said. So Ganga Mata also comes here to meet her son, and from the kund milk appears because her motherly affection comes, and then the milk appears in that kund. So she wants to feed milk to her son is what Maharaj staying there says. So this kund is a place where Krishna and Balaram used to play with the cowherd friends, and Krishna was everywhere in all the forest. He used to come here. That's why we'll see Krishna and Balaramji's temple also at Shantanu Kund.
Bird.
Wait, Nana, wait.
Carrot.
Just showing the view. And that Braj rotis.
Cow.
Yes. Yeah, so that's the end of our day 5, Talavan.
8:50.
Yeah, we'll go to day 6.
Day 6.
So Talavanki, Kumudavanki. Give me a minute, I will show day 6. Then Krishna.
Let's go to day 3. I want to see day 3.
Sorry, my son is getting super excited. Quiet, Deva Krishna.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
very quiet.
Shantanu.
So now we stopped at Shantanu Kund. We'll go from Shantanu Kund to Radha Kund. But in between, we have some places to see. Before going to Radha Kund, we have to see Govardhan as
And
well.
then Shantanu.
So Shantanu Kund. So from Shantanu Kund, we'll go like this. On the way, we'll see Ganeshara, Kechari, Bahulavan, then Ral, Basanti, then Radha Kund. So we'll go. We'll see for 10 minutes how much we'll cover.
Basanti.
So on the way, we are seeing this Ganeshara village. This is a place where Vrajavasis used to grow flowers. And from the flowers, they used to make different perfumes. And Krishna would get all these perfumes from here. And there is Gandharva Kund. It is said that all the heavenly denizens come regularly to take bath in Gandharva Kund.
Ganeshara.
This is Ganeshara. Yes, this is the small
Deity.
temple that they have.
And small deity.
And then as we are going, we'll see Kechari village. So Kechari village is the village where Putana, who is representing as Paul's guru, she comes and she was, most of us know the path. Why is it not changing, Veena Krishna? The slide.
You have to use this.
No, it is there. It was Potana only for us.
Oh, it was there? Okay, sorry. So Putana and her brothers, Agasura, Bakasura, they were all killed. So,
Yes.
you know, she was a very, very wicked witch and she killed so many small children. But still, Krishna was so merciful to her that see how nicely Krishna registers our desires. When she was as Ratnamala, the daughter of Bali Maharaj, when Krishna came as Vaman Dev, she showed so much love. She thought like, I should have a son like him. I should feed my milk to him. So that was registered. Now, as a demon also, she came to feed milk to Krishna. And Krishna, though he killed her, but still he gave her eternally a position as a nurse, in the spiritual world. So we see the village Kechari, where Putana has come. And then we'll go to Mayurvan. So Mayurvan, these days, if we see many celebrities, they'll give big garlands are offered. They will just put and immediately give to their assistant. They don't even keep it. But let's see what our dear Krishna did here. So one time the peacocks, Mayur is peacocks. So peacocks requested Krishna to play flute for them. And then Krishna plays flute, and it was and the peacocks were dancing in ecstasy. It was very, very ecstatic. They all circumambulated him. They were all dancing. And what happened after the dance is finished, the peacocks wanted to show their gratitude, and they give Krishna their peacock feather as an offering. So Krishna takes it and Krishna keeps it in his turban. So from then on, Krishna always keeps peacock feather in his turban. So Krishna didn't take it like how today's celebrities just keep them aside. They don't do that. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also visited this place while performing Vrajamandal Parikrama, and peacocks and the animals identified that he was none other than their Lord, and they were all surrounding him. They were all thinking like, oh, our master has come after so many months. And then actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw peacock's neck color, that bluish color, and he got reminded of Krishna and he fainted here. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya sprinkled water and he recited Maha Mantra. That is when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again came back into consciousness. And Bahulavan, very, very see, this is the Bahula Bihari deity in Bahulavan. He is Bahula Bihari, and in the Bahulavan temple. And we also have a Shaligram in the Bahulavan temple. And this is the Kund near Bahulavan. These are the ghats, and this is a Kund. And there is Hanumanji also in the small Hanumanji temple in Bahulavan. And this is the ghat in Bahulavan. We have Jagannath temple also there. Radha Krishna deities are also there, and small Shiva temple is also there. Okay, maybe after this we will stop. So what happened was, yes, Bahulavan, there were two Gandharvas named Hu and Ha. So what happened was, one day Pipalana Rishi, he goes to the assembly of Devatas, and Narada Muni was also there. And he comes with Narada Muni, and what happened, these Gandharvas were performing in the assembly. So everybody was offering respects, but these Gandharvas didn't offer respects. And then Pipalana Rishi gets very, very upset, and he will curse them that they're going to take birth in the earth. Then the Gandharvas will say, oh, you're cursing me. But please, you're a sage and you can see, you can see what has happened. So please, my dear sage, you meditate and actually see if we are offering respects or not. You please meditate and think. And when the sage understood, when the sage closed his eyes and he was meditating, then he understood they didn't stop the dance, because while dancing also they were offering in their heart, they couldn't stop dance, but in their heart they were offering respects. And then he regrets, why did I make mistake for cursing? So he will say, I cursed, so I will also come to the earth. Narada Muni didn't stop me, so he will also come to the earth. Mother Earth was also watching, so he will also come to the earth along with both of you. And then cowherd in this pastime where little Krishna, famous, I know most of us have seen. So what happened, that Bahula cow, she just delivered a baby, and on the Ekadashi night, she was very thirsty. She comes to drink water from the kund, and then the tiger sees, and the tiger wanted to kill. But Bahula, she said, she requested and she pleaded the tiger that, please let me feed my baby, my milk, and then I'll come back. And then the tiger let him go. Then the cow, Bahula cow, she will go feed the baby and then come back. And another version says the tiger is none other than Yamaraj, who came to check the honesty of the Bahula cow. That is one version. But the other place is this story. So the cowherd boy, the cowherd person who will say please, Bahula cow, don't go. I will go as a meal to the tiger. The cowherd boy would be requesting, if you all see the Little Krishna's video. And that cowherd boy was Pipalana Rishi, and the calf was Narada Muni, and the forest was, who was that? That who came as a tiger. Who came as a tiger, yes. And the earth came as a Bahula cow. So So that was the pastime happened here. And then in that memory of that, because the Bahula was so honest, this small temple has been established here. We see that cow and the deities, and Bahula cow, the Bahula cow later in Dwarka Leela also became a queen, one of the queens of Krishna. And here when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, as I said, the animals recognized that it is none other than their master, and they all were coming close to him. So once again, Bahula Biryani.
It's 15.
And then we'll come to a place called Shatikara. So Shatikara is also called as Shakatavarta. Avarta is like a circle, and Shakata is cart. So the carts that are kept in a position like a circle. So what happened? Gokul, there were so many demons coming. So so many demons were coming. So they wanted to move from that place. Then same time when Krishna was moving from Gokul, Radharani also was moving from Raval. So what happened? I'll show the map. So from here they started, and all the way till here were the carts of Nanda Maharaj, and all the way from here were the carts of Radharani's father, Vrishabhanu Maharaj. So from here there was a semicircle, from here there was a circle, and they all met at this point called Ral. And they took rest here. That's why it's called Basanti, like the place where they stayed for some time. They took rest, and because they were resting there, they didn't want the kids to go outside. So what happened? Around the carts, they kept some bushes. They kept some like thorny bushes so that the kids, like a fence. And it is said that the gopis also made swings under the carts for swinging the babies. In fact, for Krishna also. So Krishna stayed in this place, Shatikara, for 3.4 years. In Gokul, he was there for 3.4 years. And in Shatikara, he was for 3.4 years. And he showed his Pauganda pastimes here. The beginning of Pauganda and Kaumara pastimes were ended here at Shatikara. And in Shatikara, the most important temple that we have to see is Garuda Govinda temple. If you see here only on Akshay Tritiya, you can see this form where there are 12 hands of the 12 hands. So what happened was, but other days you can't see what happened. Yeah, because see his dress, you can't see that darshan. Only on Akshay Tritiya they removed the dress. So what happened? When Meghna tied Ram and Lakshman with the snakes, Narada Muni calls for Garuda because snakes are scared of Garuda. And somewhere in the corner of Garuda's mind, he will get a thought, if he is a supreme personality of Godhead, why do he need me? And even in the Krishna's pastimes, Garuda has he doesn't have permission to go inside Vrindavan. He had a curse from Saubari Muni, right? So he used to come every day to Shatikara. Krishna used to play here. Even Radharani's brother Sridham would come here and they all would play. So he would come and have darshan of the Lord here. And when he was seeing Lord playing like any other little kid, he gets confused. Is he that supreme personality of Godhead? And just Krishna, to break his confusion, immediately when Garuda, like he will show his 12-armed Vishnu form and he will get on Garuda and he'll go for a ride. And it is said that Krishna here sometimes would go into that mode, and then Sridham would act like Garuda and Krishna would climb on Sridham, and Sridham would carry him like how Garuda was carrying Krishna. So that pastime took place here where Krishna showed his 12-arm form to Garuda. That's why there is Garuda Govinda Dev temple. Very, very beautiful temple in Shatikara. I think we'll stop here. It's 9 o'clock. We'll see some videos, and from the next village, we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Shri Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Talavan ki jai, Kumudavan ki jai.
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you, Mataji.
All the assembled devotees ki jai.
Day 6. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining today's Bhagavatam
What
class.
happened to Haha? He came as a crocodile. No, Haha came as
Crocodile.
no. Who came as a crocodile, and Haha came in Bahula pastime.
Yeah.
That crocodile.
Oh, our voice is not going.
Thank you, Mataji.
Somebody- Somebody asked what happened to Haha. That crocodile in